partnered with the System-500. It was available as a complete set. It still is. It's called System-500 CS for complete set. We released 5 modules originally. That was just a couple of years ago, and we partnered with Malekko with all of these. And what the originals are is they're pretty much inspired by System-100M designs. So they're the same type of circuits, but they're modified to work with Eurorack standard. So we have dual oscillator, dual filter, dual VCA, dual envelope, and then some analog effects and trigger slash gate conditioner. So a trigger delay and a gate time with a threshold, so you can really treat triggers in case, say you need to use an ADSR. But you have a module that's only putting out a quick little trigger, well, you can actually get a variable gate time out of that to get a proper ADSR behavior in the stage. So those are available as a full kit or individual modules, and then earlier this year we released 4 new modules, which are also, the first one is simply a single VCO. It's a full voice, so it's a single VCO from the 500 series, a single filter from 500, and a single VCA. So all you would need is an envelope if you choose, or and a sequencer.
Okay.
And you're all set. The second is based on the SH-5, so it's a dual filter. So the first side is multi-mode, low pass, bandpass, high pass. The second one is just bandpass, and the routing is very interesting because you can have any input. So you have 2 inputs, and what you're doing is routing the input to a filter. So I can route this input to VCF1, or to go through both, or just filter number 2. So you can, so that's really cool because if you're playing live, or if you're just playing trying to find a sound, you can have multiple different inputs, but see what works in which filter, or in both. And just like the original one, it is in both. They're parallel. But say you wanted to have both in series, you can just patch that, right? So if you wanted to do some cool 2 bandpass filter like formant stuff,
right,
you can do that. They each have a VCA built in as well.
Okay.
On the bottom, so you got a level control, manual, and VCA. So you have resonance, CV level, which is VCA CV, and of course frequency CV variable, as well as a key input, so your 1 volt per octave key tracking.
Very nice.
Yeah, and this guy, the 555, is it's pretty much a suite of utilities. So this is one of my favorites, I've got to say, because you get 2 portamento circuits that are CV controllable, and you have on and off switches. Again, awesome for playing live. So you got a sequence going into there. You can add portamento. You can also add portamento with control voltage, and then turn it on and off as you'd like, so you don't have to set it where you like it. Turn it on and off when you want.
531 looks like a mixer here.
Yeah, 531 is a mixer. It's 6 channels with mute switches. Actually, they mute. There's hardly any bleed on these. And your inputs on top, levels here, mute switches, and the CV inputs down here are for the panning. So you have manual panning for each.
Oh, right on.
Stereo out, and then you got CV, so it's bipolar.
Nice.
So if I put in an LFO, as it crosses 0 negatively, it'll pan left. Positively, it'll pan right. You got master output here. You got a mini jack output, as well as a 1/4 inch. Headphone output with a ton of gains. If you're playing live, this is really nice. And also, this is a preamp input. This is interesting because right now I've got a TS cable going in here because I'm just using a mono source. I've got a mono synth going in, and the idea is that it's going to boost up external signals to be mixed in with your Eurorack stuff. And when I have it set to mic, it's actually putting it directly onto a channel here, which is quite interesting. So if I think I've got synth. So this is the SH-1, and I've got it going in here, and you can see it's actually automatically on channel 6.
Yeah. Right.
Now when I switch it to line, what we've done is we've used a jack to take a TRS cable and split left and right onto channels 5 and 6. So if you hard pan these and you use like a TRS jack, not in a sense of a balance cable, but like you would use it on a headphone. So if I took an aux out of something and went left on the tip, right on the ring, went in here, it's going to put them on 5 and 6 respectively.
Okay.
So you can mix in your external stuff. So if you're gigging with a synthesizer or drum machine and this, boom, that's your actual master mixer as well. So you got your mute switches and everything like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is obviously pretty compact.
Yeah, totally. This is the full system in the SYR E84 case. Got 2 cases stacked. You could just use one, of course, but stacked they look quite nice. And
Yeah.
these lids, you just put them on the front when you're taking it around.
And is this all the modules that are available, or is there
This is all the modules that are available at this moment. We did have a line before, the IRA modular line, which was digital modules that are customizable with an iPad app.
Okay.
Those have been discontinued. You can find them some places, but we aren't making any more of those.
Okay. Okay, cool.